How was your week? Hope it was okay. My week was okay. Next week we have a holiday. It's an upbeat kind of holiday. Valentine's Day. And Valentine's Day is based on a story. I don't know if it's true. And there might be other stories. But this one that I know about is about a pastor who lived a very long time ago. And in the area that he lived, the people who were in the military were not allowed to get married. And so those people came to him and asked him, "Will you marry us?" And he knew they loved each other, and he loved them. So he married them secretly. And they sent notes to him, and he sent notes back, and they sent notes to each other. And his name was Valentine. He showed his love for these families, for these couples that loved each other. It was important enough to him to risk himself, to risk his life, to help them to be together. This is what Valentine's Day is. Valentine's Day is not just saying I love you once a year. It's showing how important love is in anyone's life, and love for anyone, not just husband-wife love, but the love that we have for other people. It says it in the Bible, and I'm going to read the whole thing today. This is 1 Corinthians 13, and it's verses 1 through 13. I may speak in different languages of men or even angels, but if I do not have love, I'm only a noisy bell or a ringing cymbal. I may have the gift of prophecy. I may understand all the secret things of God and all knowledge, and I may have faith so great that I can move mountains, but even with all of these things, if I do not have love, then I am nothing. I may give everything I have to feed the poor, and I may even give my body as an offering to be burned, but I gain nothing by doing these things if I do not have love. Love is patient and kind. Love is not jealous, it does not brag, and it is not proud. Love is not rude, it is not selfish, and does not become angry easily. Love does not remember the wrongs done against it. Love takes no pleasure in evil, but rejoices over the truth. Love patiently accepts all things. It always trusts, always hopes, and always continues strong. Love never ends. There are gifts of prophecy, but they will be ended. There are gifts of speaking in different languages, but those gifts will end. There is the gift of knowledge, but it will be ended. These things will end because this knowledge and these prophecies we have are not complete. But when perfection comes, the things that are not complete will end. When I was a child, I talked like a child. I thought like a child, and I made plans like a child. When I became a woman, I'm going to go with woman, I stopped those childish ways. It's the same with us. Now we see as if we're looking into a dark mirror, but at that time in the future we shall see clearly. Now I know only a part, but at that time I will know fully, as God has known me. So these three things continue forever: faith, hope, and love. And the greatest of these is love. I agree, which is probably a good thing because it's the Bible, that love is everything. But sometimes we don't always know that the way somebody treats you will tell you if they love you. The way somebody what someone does for you will show you if they love you or not. And everybody has a different way of showing love, don't they? My mother-in-law would feed every person who came to her house. That was her way of showing love. My father-in-law, when the kids would come, the grandkids, he would put on cartoons for them to watch and sit there and watch it with them. That was his way of showing love. When I first married Kenny, and then we had a family, and then they got a little bit older, when Colleen was old enough to be able to drive, he bought her a brand new car. That was his way of showing love, that she would have a safe vehicle to drive in. But when Kevin was old enough, he bought him a used car. And the reason he did that, I know, was because he could envision the two of them working on that car together. And he trusted that Kevin could take care of the car. That was his way of showing love. Two different things, two different people, both out of love. When you have children and they grow up and you tell them what to do, you do that out of love because you want them to have the best possible life they can have. But you might be a person who does not tell them what to do and allows them to make their own mistakes. That's their way of showing love. Love is not simple. It is not, I love you, I will kiss you. It is not, I will give you chocolates. What it is, I love you, so I'm going to give you a good home. I love you, I'm going to take care of you. I love you that, yes, you're on your own and you're a grown-up person and you have your own family, but I will still be here for you. And for someone else, that love is shown by saying, I love you, but I want you to learn how to work on your own. I do not judge about how people love each other, because we are all different. This world right now needs more love than any ever. And if decisions are being made out of love, I get that. And that's how I'm going to live my life. Making decisions from love. That's what Carl did. That's what my mother-in-law did. That's what my dad did in his own way. And not for nothing, that's what Kenny does every single minute of the day. From watching his grandchildren, to helping them fix something, to picking up children from daycare, to doing the dishes for me, or letting me have some alone time to do them myself, to walking in the mall, to telling me to go walk when I'm getting a little anxious. Everybody shows their love differently. But if it's something that helps another person in some way, or makes them feel better, or gives them strength, that's love. And that kind of love that comes from God, the strength, the comfort, that's agape love. That means you don't have to pay him back. God's just giving it to you. We are extremely lucky to have that. There was a song, and John Lennon wrote it, and I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us, above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no countries. It's not hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You might say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one. Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. A brotherhood of man. Imagine all the people sharing, all the world. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us. And the world will live as one. I don't think John Lennon meant, don't believe in God. I think what John Lennon meant was, let's accept each other, help each other, and be there for each other. Love each other. And accept who we are, no matter what our religion, no matter what we think of things, that we love each other. So, this week coming up, you think about how you love people, what you do to make them feel loved. Okay, I know I said the word love too many times, but I'm thinking maybe once a year, right before Valentine's Day, we can use the word love more than once. You know what? I love you. I miss you a lot. But we'll be together soon. You have a good week and a good Valentine's Day.